Morning, everybody. It's Grasshopper. I'm going to do just for a real quick, my Chirotech shard farming to see how many I get, because that came up late last night. I haven't had all my coffee yet, and I do have my little furry helpers here, so you're going to hear a lot of background noises. They're cranked up this morning. At least they're not being loud, but one of my little helpers, Birdie, loves to play ball, so you're going to hear her running around and stuff. So anyway, my theory on farming anything, you can look up at the top and see my energy, and we'll go over that. For ships on the far left there, I always want to keep that. The way I do it, I always prefer to keep that at a minimum of 400 before I start my farming for any ship shards or anything like that. So if that said 350 or whatever below 250, whatever, I would use crystals to get that energy up to 403 or 4 whatever. Anything over 400, and then I would start my farming there. And I can do my ship farm after I do my Chirotech. Now, I just did it on my regular energy. What I do every morning is I refresh it, whatever you want to call it, 2 times. Now, on my regular energy, I like to keep a minimum of over 600. It's usually around 630, 640. So then when I refresh it twice, then I'm up to like 940. Well, why do you do that, Grasshopper? Well, because the formula is supposed to be, now I don't know that it is, and I don't know how heavily energy is actually geared in the formula, but it's supposed to be tied into the amount of energy that you have. So my working theory is, if I start with a higher base of it, then my odds of getting more shards of whatever are better. So I was like 6 whatever. I refreshed my regular energy twice using crystals. So now it's up to 400. So now we'll go over and do Chirotech, and we will see this in action, and we will see what we got here. Let me find where sort of what I've been doing. Apologize, I didn't have my coffee this morning, so yeah. Let's see. We'll do these. So we start with 10, right? That's an easy number to remember. So these are the MK7 Chirotechs. Everybody needs a bazillion of them. So remember, I started out with 940. Now what I do is I scroll over here. You don't really need to be buying any of these. I know it's not as important since they have the where you can buy ultimate materials easier now with your regular or your raid credits. But that iPad thing there that says that gets, you can convert that for relic materials, and the reason why I would just say don't bother buying the Chirotech unless, now we're going to get me started down the road here, unless you're doing on the episode shipment and you're getting it here where those two are gone, or you're using your guild events currency, and it's right there. So you can get 5. I think there's an option. It's like 900, and maybe it gives you 10 or close to it. I don't remember. So let's go back to where we were, and let's test out the theory here. Normally, there are days that I might not get very many. Normally, on average, I'm getting around 7. So 7 a day, that's not bad. Just shard farming. Then, at the end of your daily route, your daily activities, you get chirotech of some sort, and you do events and you get more. So at a minimum, though, if all I did was this, I'd at least be getting a 7 a day. So you can do the math over a week and a month and all that. But you're getting more than that because you're getting it through other sources. So let's see what we do here. Usually it doesn't start happening right off the bat. There's 2. Okay, great. And we'll see. Usually you'll hit a dry spot, and then you'll get what I've seen is sometimes I'll hit a dry spot, and then I might get 3, 4 in a row, kind of like patch we're in now. You might want to try and usually I go, well, normally I'd stop because my energy is at 640 here. And I probably will because I've got a lot of chirotech. But when I didn't have as many as I have now, if I had several of those in a row just like I did, I'll go ahead and do that one more time. Then if I'm the sequence is I might get another one, so I'll give it a shot, and there you go. Now I'm sort of addicted. Now let's see if I get another one. And on that, I would end. So let's see how many I got here, just to see what our answer is. I got 9. So there you go. I got 9 for all of that. That's how I do my chirotech energy farming stuff. The other thing is over on ships. Y'all know I hate ships. They all just come 7-star and fully geared and let us run with them. My ships, I've only got that many to 7-star. Yeah, and I still got the Scythe down here. That is the only one I haven't unlocked, and it's been ready to unlock for a long time. I just don't like Inquisitors, and I may or may not ever unlock that. I don't know. But it's supposed to be good, I think, with Tarkin's cap ship, maybe, is the one it's supposed to be good with. On ship farming, again, if I were below 400, and I'll even do it if it says 390, I'll still, do one refresh to get me above 4. I feel like that helps. I don't know that it helps much because you don't get a lot of shards when you're doing it. I might get 1 or 2 a day, and that's it. And I'm not after any ships. I don't care about ships. If I just got 1 and that's fine, great. I'll keep farming it. That's what I use my ship energy for, is there a ship I need to get the shards for? If so, then that's going to be the one. I farm this one now every morning. It used to be whatever the name of it's called. Where is it? It's down here somewhere. It was the Marauder. For a hell of a long time, it was the Marauder. Now for a hell of a long time, it's going to be the Punishing One. That's how I do it for chirotech and ship shard farming. So let me go back to ships for a second. So right there, if that's where I was going to start, I would definitely refresh that. And for most of these, I do some form of, doing 2 at a time. The ones you don't have to do that for, by the way, are mods. You're guaranteed to get a mod for every, let's see, let's just say that I needed health mods. Okay. So that would give me 7 turns or 7 battles worth. You're guaranteed to get 7 mods. So, excuse me, on those, then it is okay. Just hit sim, get your 7, check out, see what you got. Doing that 2 at a time, that's not going to help or do anything different. One other thing, the other weird one that I found that we use often are these that you need the relic materials for. This one I'll do all of these by the 2 method, 2 at a time, then 1 when I can't. I found that with the blue ones, I remember I was trying to shard farm for something once earlier in early game, and I started doing 1 battle at a time. So if you're in a place where you're trying to get these higher, the green sort of, but really the blue, yeah, definitely don't mass farm those. The blue, you have to test it yourself. But I remember that there was a time, and I was, needing as many of those as I could because I didn't have any or barely any. And I was building and all that. And I tried doing 1 at a time. And I swear during that time I was doing it 1 at a time, I was getting more shards more efficiently than doing 2 battles at once. So just, you need to test that out for yourself. It may work for you, it may not. So you have to do it over a period of time. You can't just do it one morning and go, oh, I didn't get very many doing 1. You've got to do it like several times in a row to see if it's working out for you. If not, go back to 2. But that's another little tip that I've learned. But there you go. Those are Grasshopper's shard farming tips for the morning without coffee. And hope it helps somebody. Maybe it does.